Hello everyone and welcome to another video in the Learn How to Read Chinese with Manga series. And let's jump right into the video. So let me just zoom in on the top right corner. It's quite a bit of text here. So we start from here. 我一直在等你出现，陆克。我一直在等你出现，陆克。So I've always been waiting for you to show up.Ryuk. That was the nice English translation, and now the character by character. So, 我 is I, 一直 always or continuously or all the time. 等 is to wait, and 在等 means to be waiting. So this 在 is the I guess continuous state indicator of the verb, and 等 is in this case the verb. 在 means to be located at a place, or it can also indicate a time point, but in this case it indicates the continuous nature of 等. 你 is you, 出现 is to appear. So I think in English I said I've always been waiting for you to show up, but 出现 and literally means to appear. 陆克, this is again his name. So 我一直在等你出现，陆克. So I've been waiting for you to show up, Ryuk.And he says, "Ooh." So this is again one of those characters that represent the sound. In this case, it's "ooh." And then he says, "Light." 我只是没想到死神会亲自过来。我只是没想到死神会亲自过来。And in nice English, this would be, I just didn't expect that a god of death would personally come.Or that gods of death personally visit or come over. So word by word, 我 is me, 只 only, 是 is or to be. So I only is or to be. 没想到, 想 is to think or foresee or something like that in this case. 想到 is, I think, if we use technical terms, this should be a perfective. So to, well, in the past, this would be foresaw, and the action would have been finished. But in this case, it's actually it's in the past. And 没想到, this 没 is the indicator of past. So I did not foresee, or I haven't foreseen, or I just didn't think.And then one little thing that this 到, if it's like a standalone character, it means to arrive at a place. So it's like basically a stop, right? 想到, I have thought it through, or something along those lines, I guess. So I just haven't thought it through. I just haven't thought. 死神, god of death. 会, will, and this is an indicator of future.That is kind of probable, or maybe probable. 亲自 means personally, and 过来 means to come over. 过来 literally is it like to physically come. And if it is followed by 来, it means to come to where I am. So if it's 过去, it means to go to somewhere else, and 过来 is to come to the speaker.So this 来 indicates the reference to the speaker. So 我只是没想到死神会亲自过来。I just didn't think that God of death would come personally, like physically, personally come to me. 真是服务到家，真是服务到家。It's really, what's the English expression? Like home service, something like that. So 真是 真 is really, 是 is to be.So it really is. 服务 is service, and 到家, 家 is home, and 到 is the same 到 over here, which means to go to arrive at. Could be translated only in English as a preposition to, right? So to home. So 服务 service to home, service arriving at home. So it really is service arriving home, home service.One thing I realized, I didn't explain this 是 here, what it means. So 我只是没想到死神会亲自过来. I just didn't think that God of death would personally come. 我只是没想到 this 是 is like you can say it 我只没想到 I did not expect or I didn't think 我只是没想到 is like I just wasn't expecting somehow. It makes it more in my sort of internal understanding of Mandarin. This makes it more like subjective from Light's point of view. It's kind of hard to explain what it exactly does there in technical terms, this 是, because it means to be. So I only to be not thinking or not think through that, well, it's actually something like English. I be not thinking that he arrived. If you say it like really in sort of very basic English like that, like almost like Neanderthal speak, like I only not be thinking that he, or I only not be think that the god of death would arrive personally, right? So it kind of makes sense what this to be makes here. Kind of similar to what the function is in Chinese as well. And he continues, 虽然我原本就没怀疑过死神的笔记本的真实性。虽然我原本就没怀疑过死神的笔记本的真实性。So, although, like from the start, all the way from the start, I did not suspect, or I wasn't, what's the English word? I wasn't, not suspecting, but contesting, I guess. Yeah, I wasn't contesting or something like that. And we have to skip this if you want to say this in nice English. So, 真实性 is the realness or the authenticity. 真实 means real, authentic, and this 性 means like anatomical sex of something, but also the nature of something. So 真实 is real, and 真实性 is the nature of the realness or authenticity. So in this case, it's just authenticity. So 真实性 is authenticity. And this it's quite a common pattern when you add this 性 to the end of, I guess, adjectives, right? So, but let's go word by word. So 虽然 although, 我 I, me, 原本 from the start, originally, something like that. 就 I guess you could translate as thus. Yeah? So, although I originally thus 没怀疑 may is to not have or just not is an indicator of past also, sort of collaterally. 怀疑 is to suspect or contest, and 过 is technically speaking, I think the technical term is like it is the experience marker of something, that you had the experience of doing something. So if you say 我去了, it means I went. 我去过了 means I have been there at least once in my life. Like I've had the experience of being there. And in this case, 怀疑过, that I have contested or I have suspected. I have doubted. That's the word, to doubt. At least once. Like it's I have the experience of having doubted, right? And 没怀疑过, that I have not had the experience of doubting. But in simple English, I just have not doubted. So, although I originally thus haven't had the experience of doubting, 死神的笔记本, so 死神 is god of death, 的 is of or kind of, and 笔记本 is the notebook. So basically the notebook of gods of death. 死神 here you can translate it into English as plural. The, again, of or the kind of, type of, 真实性 as authenticity. And then he goes, 可是当我像这样亲眼看过一些事情后，我就更加确信了。可是当我像这样亲眼看过一些事情后，我就更加确信了。可是 in English, but as like as as I first in nice English. So but now that I see with my own eyes, now that I have seen some things like these with my own eyes, or now after I have seen some of these things with my own eyes, I believe it even more now. So 可是 but 当 as or since or basically at the time of this happening, 我像 like as in it is like this kind of a like. So as I like this way 这样亲眼 with my own not with just own eyes 看过 看 is to see and 过 again is this sort of experience marker. So having had the experience of seeing 一些 some 事情 is matters, affairs, things, and 后 after. So as I like these no 像这样亲眼 no as I like this way own eyes had the experience seeing some things after. So after having had the experience of seeing some things like these with my own eyes, this would be the nice English, 我就更加确信了. I just it just added more trustworthiness in nice English, I guess. And then word by word would be I, thus, 更加 is more, 确信 is to be certain, I guess. Yeah, 确信了. So I became more certain. And 了 is this sort of switch, kind of switches one situation, turns it off, and turns on the other situation, which is this one over here in the sentence. So I did not, it wasn't like I didn't believe, he says here, right, in the sentence before, it wasn't like I didn't believe, I did not doubt the existence, or I just did not doubt the phenomenon of this notebook of the gods of death. But, after I have seen some things like these with my own eyes, I started to 确信了 even more. So I started to be even more certain. 了 and is the new situation versus the old situation. All right, so there we go. So quite a bit of text, very nice sentences, very good structure, and things that are not too intuitive. Hope it was informative for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.